welcome in to Cleo Bra. I'm going to be letting Spirit channel through me, and we're going to see what's coming out on the table. I love to read tarot the modern day way, but I also love to teach the true ancient meanings of the tarot as I go. And I'm going to let Spirit join me now. If you're new here, it's kind of like a tarot lottery. I never know what's going to come out. And if you're returning, big cuddles to you. Okay. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for protecting and blessing this reading. Thank you, Spirit Guides, any beings in the non-physical of the love and the light. If you wish to convey a message through me to the viewer, I invite you in now. In the purity of the love of the Most High Creator, can we have a message that someone needs to hear? The message that someone needs to hear the most. Thank you, Spirit. Big old sirens going off. Okay, we've got the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Okay, Five of Wands, Queen of Cups, Judgment, Nine of Swords. Yeah, I'm getting that for someone, there's a conflict going on, right? There's something that doesn't sit right with your soul. And I feel like it's giving you some sort of clarity as to how valuable your heart is, as to, you know, what exactly it is you want in your life compared with, you know, whatever this situation is. I feel like it's really highlighting your beautiful heart, and it's giving you some kind of transformation point where I feel like, you know, with the Nine of Swords on the table, I feel like, you know, you're being given an opportunity to really break out of something with Judgment energy. Judgment is the transformation of the spirit into a new state of being, realizing what's important, you could say, which leads on to the World card, which would be a whole new world, right? So there's something here about you sharing your energy with somebody, but it just keeps leading to conflict. It just keeps on being the same old road, right? I'm hearing that line off of the Matrix. You've been down that road, Neo. You know where it goes, right? So there's something about you taking a new road, a new pathway. We've got the Ace of Swords here, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like whoever this reading is for, you're being given the opportunity to lay new paving, to pick a new pathway, a pathway that could be way more secure. And I feel like self-reliance is key here with the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like maybe you were banking on someone being harmonic with you, banking on, you know, someone blending in a nice way with you, but they just keep on refusing to do it. We've got the Two of Cups in the position of the higher self here. So I feel like this is an energy of you being your own best friend. 333 on my clock as I say that. And also allowing the universe to be your best friend here with the Six of Pentacles, and put all your faith and trust in the universe when it comes to breaking away from something, escaping from something, and gaining some sort of clarity about who you are. Because the Queen of Cups here, you know, it's a very highlighted energy on this table. Like some kind of conflict has given you way more clarity as to the value and the beauty of your heart, the value of your energy, right? And what they're telling me is once you learn to hold your own hand and hold the hand of the universe, what happens is that when you don't feel like you need anybody physically, you know, any human to help you, the universe then sends in people. Once you've got that frequency activated of being your own best friend, that's when the true friendships, relationships, soul allies, that's when the real ones come in, right? Once you let the universe know, you know what, I'm sick of this conflict, I'm ready for big transformation, I deserve better than a nightmare. And yeah, there's something about holding your own hand here, being your own best friend, and that will put you on a whole new timeline to pull in real beautiful relationships and beautiful harmonic situations. Show me this Five of Wands, Four of Wands energy here. Interesting stuff. Some sort of conflict is leading you into really taking the leap or taking the plunge or freeing yourself. There's a lot of freedom on this Four of Wands energy. And this is about spiritual freedom to be who you really want to be, right? For like maybe you've been shortening your own force. Maybe you've been expecting yourself from other people. And I'm hearing on Vogue, never gonna get it. There are some situations you can never... People just don't change, you know. There are some situations that you just have to take what's on the table. If someone keeps serving you up a plate of mashed potato, maybe that's all they serve, right? Maybe that's all they've got. So it's saying you can't expect a 5-star meal at a little shack on the side of the road, right? I know someone's going to be contentious, be like, you could get real nice food on the side of the road. But I'm just trying to give an analogy here of what Spirit's trying to say. If someone keeps on serving you the same dish over and over again, maybe that's the only recipe they know, right? Ace of Swords again with the Queen of Cups. So this is what I'm saying. This is a beautiful clarifying situation for you. As horrible as it might feel, that is your sign. That's your sign that it doesn't suit you. Your soul is rebelling against some sort of conflict or some sort of situation because your heart is way purer than that, and your heart is trying to direct you. Just like the sword, your heart is pointing you to something way more beautiful. There could be a few fears here, you know, of maybe being self-reliant, but I feel like this is going to be absolute heaven for you once you decide. And they're saying keep it simple here. You don't have to overthink about what's going to happen further on down the road. Be in your now moment and think to yourself, do I want to be around someone arguing with me? If the answer's no, then just simply think about the action in that moment. I'm not putting up with this. Simple. They're saying make it simple for yourself. Don't overthink this. Don't think further into the future. Start as you mean to go on. That's the energy I'm getting here. Start with spiritual self-respect, purity, love for the self, and let that be your compass. Because I feel like maybe your mind is taking you down different roads, right? They're saying you don't know how beautiful it's going to be when you decide what you don't want and you turn the other cheek and you turn away from that. The pathway's going to be more beautiful than you think, but you've got to activate it, right? Just for the principle. I feel like there's something going on and it's like, you know what, just out of principle, I'm not going to put up with this, right? And that will trigger a different response from the universe. Spiritual transformation, King of Swords. See, again, there's that energy of you not allowing your emotions or fears to take over this and being the authority of your own life. Seeing very clearly here, all these swords on the table. We've got 1, 2, 3. This is about truth and clarity. Something's helping you shine yourself up like a diamond, or they're showing me your heart as a diamond, where it's like you don't have to know who's going to be further on down the road waiting for you. All you need to know is you're too good to put up with this. If that makes sense. Like, yeah, this isn't about seeing the whole story and pros and cons. It's not about that. It's about how you feel. Okay, and I feel like spiritual freedom is something you need, because Queen of Cups has a beautiful essence, a beautiful understanding, intuitive, psychic nature. And I feel like, you know, you're feeling so many energies that it may be overwhelming your senses. You may be having lots of different thoughts all over the place. They're saying just keep it simple. Keep it militant with the King of Swords, you know. Just be like, you know, I'm not thinking emotionally. I'm just going to cut this off because at the end of the day, I don't want to experience that. I'm not going to worry about what that person's going to get up to, or, you know, you're only thinking about the simplest things. I don't like conflict, therefore I'll turn away from it. I hope this is making sense. 9 of Swords energy, show me. Emperor. So you're getting a real big opportunity to command your own reality from the throne of the Emperor, to really understand that no one has more authority than you, no one has more of a universal connection than you, and that you have the power. You have a lot more power than you think to decide, you know, if it looks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck, right? 9 of Swords energy. Again, that energy of keeping it simple, because maybe being too feeling and not having, you know, enough enough self-respect to be like, no, I'm not one of those people that understands your toxicity. I'm not one of those people who's going to keep trying to heal you. I'm not one of those people who's going to be codependent and keep trying to change something that cannot be changed. You cannot change an alligator into a teddy bear. You just can't do it. But they keep giving me the word shiny, like some sort of murky situation is giving you the opportunity to see how radiant you are, how clear you are. They're giving me clarity, the clarity of a diamond. Like you're really starting to feel who you are, and I feel like you're craving freedom. 5 of Pentacles to the 6 of Pentacles. So just when we feel like we've got no one to rely on, or just when we feel like we've got to rely only on ourselves, and we may feel cast out, and we may feel alone, or, you know, there's this energy of you not wanting to cast yourself out. But Spirit is saying here, when you are stood on your own 2 feet and you feel like you've got no one else, that's when the universe comes along to show you how powerful you are and how powerful your mind is as you command reality. So you're never alone here with the 6 of Pentacles. And I feel like, you know, just when you feel like you've got no one else, you develop a new level of psychic awareness of the power of the universe. 7 of Swords coming out on the 2 of Cups. Show me more. 5 of Cups. See, I feel like you've been feeling with your psychic ways. I feel like you've been feeling what someone's been getting up to here in a relationship. I feel like you know what they've been getting up to, and maybe they haven't wanted to admit it, or they're playing games, right? There's a big feeling of disappointment here. But Spirit's saying this too shall pass. These emotions that you feel are an offshoot of something that perhaps has been going on behind your back, right? Competition, you know, something like that. And I feel like you know deep down that this is an inevitable pathway that you've got to take to get to this pure authority and independence. And that's when all the good relationships come in. When you start sending out a different signal to the universe. You know what I'm getting through? Humans always think that their thoughts are private, and that as long as they don't show certain things to other humans, that it's all sort of locked away. But they want you to know that all these thoughts you have in private, the universe is still registering your signal, right? So that's for somebody. If you know deep down that something's not right in a relationship, then the universe knows that you know that. I don't know what that's going to mean to someone, but it's almost like you've been avoiding the inevitable with this taking back your power and really kind of seeing clearly who you are, right? Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. See, this is what I like to see. You stepping out onto the pathway, powerful, knowing the universe is there for you, knowing your higher self holds your hand, knowing that the universe is essentially cushioning you, hammocking you, cocooning you at all times. And then bang, your divine fire gets you so confident and so powerful. We've got Aries energy on the table twice with the Emperor and the Queen of Wands. 4 of Wands is a huge burst, a huge urge for freedom and fire, and to go through the gates of the self and to truly allow yourself to be who you are. So there's something here about you stepping out on your own, creating your own pathway. And I feel like, you know, you're going to feel so much better than you felt in whatever this situation is, right? Because you're truly stepping into your greatness. 2 queens on the table with the Emperor and the King of Swords. I feel like you're collecting different versions of yourself. You're allowing yourself to be new versions of yourself. Hierophant with the Ace of Swords. So this is about you seeing yourself as clearly as God sees you, as valuable as God sees you with the Hierophant. And again, this is a card of stability, Taurus energy. This is a card of you maybe having this idea in your mind that you can't do something, or there's fear there, but then once you do it, you're like, oh, I can see what all these people were talking about now, because there's going to be new energies joining you from the ether. But first of all, you've got to make that decision, go down that pathway, and then bang, that tells the universe you're a new and different version of yourself. That tells the universe you're really ready to be who you truly are. And then the rewards come in, then that feeling of stability. Then you start pulling in harmonic relationships with people who respect you and people who are on that same frequency that you're on, right? Oh, we've got 3 queens on the table with the Queen of Pentacles. More stability, Capricorn energy. 3 of Swords, let's see. Knight of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. So there is an energy on the table of, you know, this is a female energy. Queen of Pentacles, you never know, someone could just have feminine energy. But with the Knight of Wands here, the 3 of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune, I'm getting that it is exactly how you think it is. I'm getting that whatever you've been sensing about someone you've been dealing with, you've felt this energy. 5 of Cups. This is a energy that this person has maybe brought home with them, that you can feel in their magnetic field. They can't hide the energy from you. And I'm getting for someone, this is exactly what you thought it was. Someone taking their chances, someone being reckless, someone being selfish, someone being burning at the loins. But what Spirit is saying here is allow this to be a gift to you. Because whoever this Queen of Pentacles is, she's kind of doing you a favor in whatever situation this is. Because your next phase is going to be so much better than whatever this was, right? And I'll be honest with you, yeah, if I was going to pick who to put my money on when it comes to a lot of things, I would pick the Queen of Wands as the fighter of the queens over the Queen of Pentacles any day, right? So yeah, I'm hearing Christina Aguilera, thanks for making me a fighter. Whatever it is that's been playing on your mind or bothering you, you're going to realize this was just a test chapter. This was just the road you had to be on to get you into this energy of who you truly are. And once you meet new people with the 2 of Cups, this isn't going to bother you anymore. But I feel like there could be some concern. There could be some concern over maybe someone you've been dating having someone else or doing other things. And with all these cards on the table, I'd say they are a bit of a joker, to be honest with you. I'd say they're quite generic. Knight of Wands energy is very generic, very basic, very animalistic, always thinking it's clever in this context, right? See, we've got Triumph here, number 9. So this could be whoever you've been dealing with feeling like they're triumphant over you, but your triumph is going to be far bigger because we've got number 35 here. Sorry about those sirens. I didn't realize how bad they were till I started this channel. It's like, oh God, just shut up 5 minutes, right? Fulfillment here. Okay, show me one more. This person thinks they've got you sussed out. Whoever this Knight of Wands is, they think you're always going to be in the same position. What they don't realize is everything changes. And you've learned the lessons you need to learn from this relationship, this situation. And now it's time for you to get onto your truest fulfillment. Harmony, number 28. It's time for you to be harmonic with your true needs and your true desires here. Yeah, we've got awareness on the bottom of the deck, and I'm getting that, you know, this is about you becoming aware of who you truly are by letting some crappy situation highlight back to you what you can tolerate and what you cannot tolerate, and how valuable you are, right? Because I know that no Knight of Wands is on the level of a Queen of Cups. Okay, and unfortunately, you know, every adult male out there wants to think they're a big man. Unfortunately, in the Earth school, it's quite rare for a male to actually get to the level of man, let alone to the level of emperor here. But I feel like this situation, you've conjured up a real emperor or empress, whatever, by this situation, by going through this situation. Because there's nothing like a good bit of suffering to send up multiple orders, cosmic orders, right? It takes energy to conjure this stuff. So all of this energy that's been conjured up in you, disappointments perhaps, it's also giving you a lot of clarity and a lot of cosmic power to pull in the real ones. 2 of Cups with the Emperor and the Hierophant. I feel like by the time you are happy, settled down, secure, everything's going well for you, I feel like this person's going to be on their ass. Like they're going to be in a totally different situation and you're going to pity them. That's the energy I'm getting here. Let's have a look. Okay, wow. Wow, this came out with this deck. Enadwana, the High Priestess. I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. So I feel like love means quite a lot to you, and your instincts have really been tested and pushed, and you know, you could have felt people lying to you. You could have learned really beautiful spiritual lessons just knowing the feeling of someone lying to you right to your face, because you've been picking up things from their magnetic field. Happy, happy here. And I feel like you are going to be super happy about the fact that this clarified so much for you, clarified who you are. I feel like you are quite an exceptional psychic, and this has been your testing ground, right? To really clarify how good you are at picking up energy. Yeah, we've got higher power here. This is all about you trusting in your psychic gifts. This is all about you trusting in who you truly are, because there's this energy here, and it's this person thinks they're so powerful, right? This person thinks they're so powerful with their little fleshy ways, but they're so irrelevant compared to what God has for you. They're so irrelevant, and they don't realize they've been used as a pawn for your training ground, for you to highlight how psychic you truly are to yourself, and to get that frequency of your higher self truly activated so you can be reunited with your true spiritual family. Co-create, right? Show me one more. You're very aware, let's just say that. And Spirit hopes, really hopes, that you don't take this reading as a painful thing, and that you see the beauty in the fact that this situation has given you the awareness of how psychic you are. Thinker with number 44, they want you to be really careful who you mix your energy with, because every single human being we deal with, they have their own storyline. From the moment they're born till the moment they die, it's like a movie reel. And every time we deal with someone, we mix our movie in with theirs. And they're saying, no, you've got to separate out your personal movie now. You've got to be the leading role in your own life, right? This thing could go on forever if you let it. Never-ending story, chaos and conflict. I feel like someone's been getting a kick out of the fact that maybe you do try to harmonize and you do try to be a good person. They've been getting a kick out of that, okay, because they're just an animal. They're a filth Knight of Wands. I haven't had such a strong energy off the Knight of Wands in a long time. Proper filthy, I'll be honest, right? Don't take what doesn't resonate, but you're going to move forward really quickly when you realize that you're the prize, that you are the special one, and that this person has been used by Spirit, you could say, to highlight how powerful you are as a high priest, a high priestess, to really get you clear on exactly how good your senses are, okay? Higher power energy, happy, happy. Go for that happiness, okay? You're going to laugh at this person in the future. All right, I hope this reading has helped. Lots of love.